Gotta say, when you first brought her in, I had my doubts.
Hey, everyone.
Hello.
Hi.
Oh, wait, have we started?
Yeah, we
we're
started. Yeah.
starting.
So, should we introduce ourselves?
Yeah. Oh,
Take the lead.
hello. I'm Anna Gunn, and I play Skyler White.
Hello, I'm RJ Mitte. I play Walter White Jr.
Hello, I am Aaron Paul, and I play Marie Schrader. I don't
nice.
at all. At all. I was, I was trying to, throw something in there, and it didn't really land.
No, that was funny. That
I
was
played
good.
Jesse
That was funny.
Pinkman.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. Well, she's just not here, and I'm depressed.
I just thought she had an extra gravelly voice.
Yeah.
I am Sam Catlin. I'm the writer.
And I'm Ryan Johnson, and I directed the picture. Wow.
Yes.
Look
Look at that.
at these guys. Look at that handsome man right there.
Which one? The one with the clipboard?
This was the first scene we shot, wasn't it?
Very
wasn't it,
first.
Sam? First scene up, and I had no idea what I
You
was
had to
doing.
change it up. You had to change it up on the fly too.
That's right, because
Right.
originally it was written so that it started with the Aztec coming down into frame off the lift, and then we got up there and started the lift, and the lift went, and it took like 3 minutes to get it down to the ground. So,
Yeah.
so we had to get creative here.
Yeah, you couldn't find a way to make it work as scripted.
Nope.
That's right. I
No,
remember that.
it was just the script. The script was faulty. There was an error in the script, and so I had to work on the
Yeah.
fly. I made it work. I adjusted.
Wow.
I
You did.
Yeah.
made it work. Yes.
I like this shot too. This is a cool shot.
Thank you. Well, this moment in the script was a big, the Heisenberg moment.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. So what do you do there? What did you slow the?
Yeah, we shot
camera
that at
down,
48 frames a second, so it's slow motion. And then we also shot it, I think, with a special diopter so that it was very close focus. And so you can bring the cat right up. And I wanted to not rack it, so he brings it up into focus. There he is. There's the star.
There's RJ. Yeah. There's a horse. Did we ever shoot the horse in the background?
I
There's
don't
a
think you
horse
ever
over there,
glimpsed the
but-
horse. There was a horse just
don't
hanging
think you
out,
did.
though.
And there's a couple of dogs too.
Is there?
Lacey, my little sister, loved them and was playing with them the whole time.
Love them
Really?
dogs.
Yeah.
There you go.
crazy?
And then originally the teaser ended here in the script.
Right.
But
That's right.
in editorial, I think it was Vince who decided to, and this was a really good call, to merge it with this,
Yeah.
which I've been told this track is dubstep, but I don't really know what dubstep means.
I don't either.
Yeah.
What is it,
RJ?
Aaron, you should,
It's
Aaron?
yeah, or RJ. Yeah.
Well, either or.
Yeah, it's just a type of music, I
It's-
guess, right?
It's
Yeah,
a
it's
bunch
just a
of
type of
different
music. That's right.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
type of music.
It's
Oh,
a type
yeah.
of music, you know. It's what all the young kids are listening to these days.
Ah,
Yeah.
Did you guys
fun.
see? Did you guys see the thing online where someone cut this sequence as a Mentos commercial?
No.
Yeah.
Oh my god! I
was
have to forward it to you.
hilarious.
It's
I
so
loved it.
funny. Oh, it's so good.
Everyone was so nervous, though. I just have to say, everyone thought I was going to hit the other car.
when
Yeah.
you were driving.
When I
in
was
there?
driving up.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, don't hit the other car.
You love
And
driving
you said,
fast.
"Hey, I'm not
Hey.
Cranston."
Exactly. I've never crashed a car in a scene yet.
I
In
can't
a
stop
scene.
thinking about Mentos, though.
I could.
And then like freeze frame.
There's such the power of fresh.
I know. That's the
You
one.
gotta see it. Oh my god.
Have you guys seen the one where they do the title sequences if it's Breaking Bad's a sitcom? It's a couple
Yeah.
years old.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
With the laugh track?
That's
Oh.
funny.
That's right.
Ausgelieferte Einheiten tauchen doppelt und dreifach auf.
Anna, what was when you this? I'm gonna ask like a commentary question because this is such a huge episode for you. When you first read it, did you kind of know it was coming and you've been given a heads up, or are you just reading and you were like, oh my god, this is kind of a really
No,
big. Yeah.
I didn't know. I didn't know it was coming at all, and so it was a big surprise, and it was great because, because Skyler was in such a, she was sort of pushed into the corner so far at the beginning of this season, and there was this sense that she was kind of paralyzed and didn't know what to do or where to go or what move to make next. And she'd always been somebody I felt that had always tried to do something, move forward into action. And then she just finally just didn't honestly know what to do. And then so that what we see coming with her, it was so unexpected what she finally does.
Yeah.
And it was really wonderful, rich stuff to play. I really loved it. It's one of my favorite episodes. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Sam Catlin.
Yeah.
My pleasure. You
Thank you,
crushed it.
Ryan Johnson. Thank
I
you,
had
Sam
nothing to do
Catlin.
with him. Laura Fraser, who plays Lydia right here, she's Scottish. She's very Scottish, actually.
Yeah.
Like, if you
Yes.
heard her actual accent, you would be shocked.
I know.
Wait,
And she's
I love
so
this
good.
shot though. This is a funny shot.
Which one?
I don't know if we kept it in the cut when people are sliding out.
Oh no,
we
it was
couldn't
earlier.
keep
It was earlier. No,
Was
I
it
think, I
earlier?
think it was in there. I think I took it out and then Vince
People
put it back
peering
in.
over?
Yeah. Well, it was early when the woman like slides over to
Right.
see what's going on, like we do in any office
Right.
situation. This was a
Oh
beautiful
wait,
location.
I'm in the shot. Yeah, it's
Barely. Here, keep your eyes out. Let's see if we can catch Sam Catlin here.
Am
Let's
Oh.
see. Wait for it. Right.
there. No, that's not
Oh,
me.
wait.
No, boxes.
There, that's you.
Yeah,
Crushed
good
it.
job, buddy. That's great.
Did you see how I looked to my left before I went right? 'Cause
I
it
saw
was like,
that.
You know, it's like I'm looking for a guy.
Yeah, no, there's so much going on. You know,
Yeah.
huge
The
backstory.
process.
aware of my environment.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
I nailed
Process
it.
of that is just insane.
You were kind of a pain in the ass, actually. You had to do your whole method thing. You worked in a
just
warehouse.
like walk to the right. I was like, why would I walk to the right?
My character would never do that.
Mark, Mark, the production designer, Mark Freeborn, he put these huge letters up on the wall behind to say Madrigal, which I thought was graphically cool, but also it's an interesting little thing. We mainly did it to hide the fact that it's Albuquerque outside because it's supposed to be Dallas, and so it was
Houston.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
One of those cities in Texas.
Yeah. The way we shot this little thing took a lot because we basically shot it in all these close-ups that she steps in and out of, and that meant that Laura had to do this really intense monologue in bits and pieces,
Yeah.
which just takes a lot of chops.
Mike?
And her accent is really impeccable.
Flawless.
It
yeah.
really
It
is.
is. Good.
You wouldn't guess. You wouldn't guess that she's Scottish.
Every time I met her, though, she's always had an American accent. So I met her recently, and she had a Scottish accent. I was like, "You're Scottish?"
Oh, you had no idea?
I had no idea. I didn't know.
Yeah,
Funny.
Oh,
she's so great.
There she is.
Here comes Skyler.
What is that car doing in my
Now what's going on, Gall? Dang it.
I'm gonna give what for?
I'm gonna give what for another
you told.
fine, delightful meal around the white table.
Now, if you'll notice, every shot in this is framed so that Skyler is dead center in the frame. I think we actually lined up on the ground glass in the camera, like exactly the same spot for her face, even when it goes back to the wide.
Yeah, that's the sort
Well,
of director
technical
thing
magic.
that's important to him, and it doesn't.
And no one knows.
Very
no one
European.
cares. It doesn't affect the audience at all. It really doesn't
Oh,
matter.
look at this. Yeah,
Yeah,
That's true. That's a beautiful shot.
no one cares. Doesn't matter.
I care.
I'll just
I
be.
deeply care.
I'm gonna put my head in a bucket of water over here and just. There, yeah.
A little flossing.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah, I
Let
remember.
me ask you a question,
Yes.
Anna. With Skyler, like we established that you guys, he's still in your bed, and there's like still like some sort of unwelcome advances. Is that like a nightly thing that's going on with Skyler?
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
What a personal question.
The people want to know.
She's just shackled. To
I
this man.
plead the fifth. Shoot.
That is the backstory.
man, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no.
That's a cool shot.
That's a cool
Yeah,
shot.
so good.
Here's the dough. Sam Catlin's credits. What is your
Yeah.
element? What is AM? I'm trying to think.
And there's
Ryan Johnson.
You got hydrogen.
what is it? What is your
AM?
yeah?
I don't know. Is there?
I think they made that up.
Does each one have? Is it
Yeah,
related
I
to a
think so.
reason?
One is a real.
I'll look it up. Why? What's your
Everyone
element?
who's smart, who's watching this commentary, is yelling
AR.
at the screen right
Hey.
now.
But what is that?
Exactly.
looking
For
it
God's
up.
sake! It's,
Oh, are you kidding me?
Everyone's like,
it's our
you're magnesium, you fool.
This is such beautiful work here, Anna. Just like the subtle things that you're doing in this scene before it all like busts out. Just the way there's so much going on at the surface. I just think it's really beautiful work. Just wanted to say.
Well, it's thank you, Ryan.
Yeah.
It is that thing where she's just so she's being held hostage in her own home, and she's so scared, and she doesn't know what to do or how to what step to take. So she's just sort of trying. She's like, well, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? Just trying to take, just gingerly trying to get these kids out of the house, and nothing's really working.
Besides Laura, actually, this is something that not many people know. Bryan Cranston is actually Belgian and has a very thick Belgian accent. It's incredible the on-the-fly accent work he's doing. If you meet him in real life, you'd just be shocked.
Yeah, he's Flemish, very heavy Flemish.
Flemish. Do you know if my character would do this? That's not Flemish at all. That's all the Flemish people.
Well,
That's
there's
like the
certain
Muppet.
dialects.
That's the Muppet.
There's a lot of different. There's 400 different dialects in Belgium.
Brian is all of them at once.
He walks around in his underwear between takes and speaks in an accent.
It is true also.
Just his process.
Bryan loves the less clothes he's wearing in front of camera, the better. Like any excuse to strip down. It's like woof.
He takes it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I look so disturbed right
Right.
now.
None of us blame
So
you.
far away, and yet somehow he's still touching you.
Just the touch on the arm. Skyler's going, oh, God. Oh, he's coming in. Oh, no.
No.
So gross.
Oh,
Scaly.
oh, the nuzzle. Oh,
We're gonna be fine.
Oh, I love that. Just the wedding ring
Yeah.
and that's good.
Yeah,
It's a good
jeez.
shot.
So much love there.
Yeah,
She's trapped.
yeah. Once the sex is gone, it's what do you have left to talk about?
Yeah. Baby Holly is
Breakfast.
tremendous in this scene, by the way. Baby Holly.
She really,
really.
she was
stole it.
so cute and
Yeah.
so well behaved.
Yeah.
Mom has to.
And you
Maybe
guys.
Holly spends a lot of time in her. Aww.
Look at that.
Oh.
It's such a happy breakfast.
No, yeah, I know.
I had no idea, Anna, how you were going to make a 52 out of this bacon. I was just like, yeah, and then I was genuinely amazed. You
51.
like or 51, you instantly knew how to do it, and I was really shocked.
Thank you for saying that, but that's actually not true. That I had to have a short tutorial
Oh, did
in
you?
the bacon arranging.
Right.
I was so
I really
impressed.
We
did.
called in an expert.
We had to have a
from
bacon.
St. Louis.
We did.
Yeah.
I was so-
Bacon arranging expert.
Bacon folder.
A bacon consultant was
consultant,
called
yeah.
in.
It's actually an art to break and move
Breaking bacon.
Breaking bacon.
Bacon bad. Oh.
Oh.
Oh, you see what I did there? I think we totally at this point had cut out. I tried this wacky thing with this where I was like, we made this elaborate rig so we could shoot from behind the string, as if the board wasn't there and we were shooting through the string and seeing all these connections. And I guess it did.
How did that go?
I thought it was kind of cool. You can see a little bit of it there in the shot with Gomi, because that was the only one that we had. Yeah, oh, there it is, a little bit there. But we had some shots where it was more blatant. I think it was probably just too weird. It was probably just too strange, I think.
Gentlemen, how goes it with Fring? You know, just working through the grief.
Here's a SAC, special agent in charge,
A couple of weeks ago.
Ramey,
Said this is just a mop-up job.
who's coming to see
Crew is talking.
what's going on with Hank and his investigation.
There you go.
Which makes it likely there's somebody out there keeping him in line. Our money is on this guy, Mike.
He looks like Nosferatu. in that
Doesn't he?
picture,
It's
like-
so creepy. Creepiest shot ever of
We're putting
him.
together a surveillance team as we speak. Okay. The other thing is
This board took a lot of
This took a
time and
lot of
thought in
talk,
terms of
yeah.
making a bit of a call.
Yeah.
What does Hank know about the investigation? Like, whose pictures would be up there and whose wouldn't? And
Yeah. And Dean, by the way, to do just like a purely, to do this much exposition, just laying it out and make it this entertaining. Dean's doing a lot of, he's propping up the writing is what I'm saying, Sam.
Maybe one of them was your Heisenberg.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It's like I said, there's still a lot of questions.
Agent Gomez, could you give us a moment? Hank, I gotta say, your work here has been stellar. Really first
I had
rate.
another idea that was bad. Come bringing up all the bad ideas I had that we didn't use, of like ripping off that Hank as a joke would have ripped off the left side of Gus's picture, like his face, and that just didn't work.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot
Yeah,
about
that was a bit of a reach.
Mike.
That was a bit of a reach.
We'll get the
You should take a blowtorch to the side of it.
Oh, that was funny. And at one point for Poyos, we had like a Poyos cup like pinned to the
Yeah, pinned to the thing.
up
That's
there.
right.
Yeah.
Big step up.
God, that seems
Without its headache.
So long ago.
Speaking of
recent.
Yeah.
Speaking of Poyos, a fan came up to me once and said that he and his girlfriend enjoy just once in a while texting each other. Poyos.
Warriors.
I like that.
Yeah,
Let's do some business together.
I want
exactly.
It's pretty cool.
You want it?
checking. I wonder if that works. Bug up to girl. Hey, Warriors.
Yeah. I want it.
Congratulations, Hank. Oh yeah.
That's a great shot with the
The fire truck or the
the fire.
yeah.
What's
Fire hydrant?
Thank you, fire hydrant.
The fire truck. The hydrant shaped it. That was the first thing I said. I was like, the fire truck.
The pointy thingy.
The pointy.
That thingy with the thing that you attach the thing to.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, no problem. Hey,
This is so sad. He says, "Oh, they're probably gonna have a party
Yeah.
for me at home."
Yeah, I gotta probably. It's gonna be a big
Yeah.
to do.
Yes.
Such a
Checking out. I'm looking ready to
looking
go.
good to go,
I'm
ready to
gonna have
party.
a party.
Oh, she made everyone park around the corner.
Yeah.
That's just
Yeah,
like-
it's a surprise.
I was
It's
so
like his big 50th all over again.
Well,
Party.
it's very hard
Hey,
as an
Dad.
actor to react to something that's not there, and he very well conveys the absence of a party. I thought it was very funny. Well, what's
That sounds like a
His
horrible
hope
acting
sinking.
exercise. I want you to be the absence of a party. Go.
those are some of the notes. Sort of how I'll be working.
I like
In
the
state of
prepackaged
Nevada.
rotisserie chicken. I think.
I know. Oh, she couldn't even
sad.
roast a chicken.
Sad.
Just-
There you
That's
go.
what happens when you get in your 50s.
You all you get is a prepackaged Albertsons chicken.
Prepackaged. TV.
I was so excited, by the way, to not only to get because the episode I did before this was just Aaron and Bryan. It was so exciting
Yeah.
to me to get to work with all you guys, but also like to be at the White House, to actually go drive up to that location and see it. I had like a super fan moment. It was like, yeah, that's all. And then when we were shooting at the White House, I like pinned the GPS in my phone and added it as a contact. And so obviously I kept it like locked in my phone. But my favorite party trick was just because they had that view thing on maps. And so for a while, I could look up Walter White, and then it would like zoom into Albuquerque and show like on the Google map like the front of his house, which was
That's
really
great.
That is awesome.
It was
You know,
pretty
the lovely, lovely people who
yeah.
own the actual White House, they say that
Those
they
poor
have
folks,
people
yeah.
knocking on their front door from all over the world
cool. Yeah.
who find their way there, and they
Sometimes-
actually love it. She loves it.
And
Was there
sometimes
someone
throwing
that threw a
pizzas.
pizza on the roof?
Yeah.
Or is
Yeah.
that apocryphal?
A couple of people.
I think they had to put a sign up at some point.
No roof pizzas.
No,
Please.
throwing pizzas on the roof.
Yeah.
I'm always amazed because this is one of those scenes where it was like so late at night. It
Yeah.
was like we were fighting light, and it was just like, how is this gonna? It all look like the middle of the day, and it does.
Yeah. Enough lighting.
Michael
You know?
Slovis.
Michael Slovis.
Yeah.
Hey,
Pardons
the
arrived.
adulteress.
Hey.
Oh, all right.
Hey, cuckold. with cancer.
Cancerous cuckold.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I remember, Sam, we spent so much time adjusting that you are now entering
Yes.
Area 51 mug because it was like, oh, is it too blatant? Is it too? And so we were like adjusting
That was
it by
that was my
millimeters.
main contribution to the thing. It was like
You're on mug
I was
detail.
like Stanley Kubrick about the mug.
Just,
Now, what month was this? Was this March?
No, it was later. It was like late April, May.
yeah, it was getting hot.
Thank
I remember
God.
that.
Not at night.
This was one of those shoots that we had until like 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, by the
It's
end
been
of
all
the
night.
night, it was the birds. The birds were chirping.
Actually, I just have to say, after this part, I went home. I was good.
Yeah,
Yes.
Thanks, buddy.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Good.
bud.
Nice.
Glad y'all had fun.
Tony, my next birthday, I'm gonna take a page here from Walton.
I love how they light the pool here. It's beautiful.
It's just beautiful.
Slovis. Mr. Michael Slovis, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
I love all the gifts we gave him.
Yeah.
It was like
soft
it's stuff from the
warmer.
car wash, right? Isn't there like a
spatula.
Wonder
there's
Sham
some
on
stuff
there?
from the
Yeah.
There's air fresheners.
Yeah.
We get it at retail and we give it to you.
Sorry, minimum wage.
So the prep that was involved for this pool gag was pretty extensive. Anna, you did some training with the scuba guys before, right?
I did, yeah. I think the day before, I went over, and it was nice during the day. It was pretty warm and sunny, and I am not a big water person, and I've never been scuba diving, so I never breathed with a regulator, and I was pretty nervous about it. But they were great, fantastic, and took me in the shallow end of the pool, and I put a wetsuit on, and they just, got me used to breathing with it, very slowly, and actually it was a lot easier than I thought. It was not as nerve-wracking as I thought it was going to be, and then the hardest part was that my skirt, they had to build a little rig, as you'll see later on in the shot that's coming up. There was a little wire cage that they built where my skirt billows up around me. And so I had to be taken out into the deep end and sort of dragged down into this wire cage and placed down there. And then I had the regulator so that I got enough oxygen, and then I'd take the regulator out and then be down there. And that was the part that was scary. And during the day, it was okay because there was a lot of light and sun and it felt open. But when it got to nighttime, it was a very different situation. And that's when I got scared, actually.
Yeah.
When it got to that. But it looked so amazing. And it was such an amazing moment for Skyler. So I loved it. It was one of my favorite things that I've gotten to do on the show.
We talked a lot about this moment here being kind of the the moment that she kind of formulates, starts coming up with her plan. I remember you were very specific about like when does she actually come up with this idea? And I like the idea that it's this off the cuff, yeah, and Sam, yeah.
Yeah.
Felt nice and cool.
Yeah, the skirt rig, because I thought it would be beautiful to have it be like the skirt like billowing up around, but I had these nightmare images of being in the middle of the night and having Anna down there and trying to wrangle the skirts. So we built this thing where we actually made the skirt like a piece of scenery on a wire rig that like preset the skirt out into this billowed form, and there was a open ring in the center of the skirt, and so Anna would go straight down and basically lower herself into this skirt that was on this stiff wire rig, and then would like pop back up straight out of it. So the skirt is actually being held in place. Yeah.
Your feet are being held down too, aren't they?
Yeah, two guys, they would drag me down into the center of that wire rig. And then actually there were platforms for my feet to sort of stand on, and they would kind of hold me down onto that thing.
Yeah.
And that was the part that was a little freaky.
Being held underwater,
Yeah.
And feeling the hands at your feet.
Yeah. And I had to keep my eyes closed until we were rolling because, you know, because of the chlorine. But Bryan, I remember we got a couple shots of that were pretty good.
Yeah.
And you came over and you said, well, I think we got it, but if you can do one more. I said, yeah, no, I can do one more. And then we got that last one.
And at that point, you were like, because of the cold, you were shaking, and you were like just at the end of everything, and you just pushed it and got that last one, and that was the one.
Mm-hmm.
It was really
I'm glad we
impressive.
got that one.
Yeah.
Wait. Who are you?
This is like a giant food storage.
Hold on.
This warehouse was incredible.
Who sent you?
It was just boxes and boxes of like ketchup and like
No.
Plates and
taco
hot
mix.
sauce.
and-
Yeah.
Mike.
And this Mike person. What's his last name?
Lady, I just got off a plane from New Mexico, and I got a 900-mile drive back. That's 14 hours if I don't stop. So the sooner we do this, the sooner it's done.
Where is this building at?
It's in Albuquerque. I'm not sure exactly.
Somewhere in Albuquerque.
It was in New Mexico.
Okay.
It was,
Satisfied?
We flew to Japan. Just for
only
this.
I put my foot down on
just
that.
Had to be.
Really? I was really happy I got to fly with y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Paranoid. Any day I'm forgetting.
Aaron was excited to do all this. He did training to do the forklift.
Where's the?
Yeah, that's right.
Number 22356. That's the one I erased from the inventory, so it has to be
Flips are
that.
fun.
Can you reach it?
Like a forklift. You got one?
Look at him
All
go.
these different ideas.
Look at
Get in
him
there.
push the button.
I like this next shot too. We had all these different ideas about who Lydia having some sort of romantic relationship with. Was it going to be Walt? Was it going to be
Really?
Jesse?
Interesting.
Or Junior.
No, but
Wow.
we came up with another alternate. I can't remember if we got into it yet.
And then Aaron.
It's not what I think it is.
Oh, we got trouble.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, oh boy.
There was a little scene here originally that Vince made a really smart decision to cut out. It was a nice scene, but it was just like everyone kind of talking through it on the bed, and it was, I think, a good call to not show Skyler until Walt comes in to talk to her. Even though it was a nice little scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember that with
Where they were all
where Marie
gathered
was
around
like,
you.
Yeah.
that was a really smart cut.
She and I have been having some issues.
Yeah, so that you don't know what's going on with her. Yeah.
I might have heard a little bit about that. I mean, hey, look, Marie didn't go into details. She just, said that.
I love how uncomfortable Hank is. He just doesn't know what to do or what to say. He's like, oh, God, I wish it were
she's,
anywhere but
you
here.
know, you're dying and she's sleeping around.
And she's
it
walking in the
happens.
pool, and oh my God.
Yeah, we've all been there.
Yeah.
I had the moment.
Anywho.
Sam, with this
This
season,
is-
with this
Yeah.
season, did you guys how much did you know where it was going? How much did you just break it episode by episode? Like, I'm sure that this has been talked about in previous
You mean with this
commentaries.
this 8?
Yeah. Like, how much did you know where this was gonna end up, or the path it was gonna take, or whatever? Like with the first 8, or I guess with the thing as a whole.
We think we knew how it was the first 8. I think we sort of knew what the big twist was that we were going to hand off to the last 8.
Sure.
But the rest is just, making it up as we go along. Just vamping.
Play it by ear.
Yeah.
What was that?
This was the hardest episode to write of any of the ones that I've written, and it wasn't even close how hard this one was to write because of how complicated it is between Walt and Skyler.
Huh.
We both.
Just tracking
Far
kind
the
of
most
their
difficult.
back and forth, you mean? Tracking kind of the
her,
dynamics.
She's passive, but she loves her children and she wants to do something, but she's terrified of her husband.
Yeah.
And how does she get out from under?
Yeah.
But she's partially complicit. And then there's the Walt side of it where he doesn't think of himself as a bad guy. All that. It was very hard to sort of keep it grounded. To keep, we knew we didn't want Walt moving out again or any of that stuff, and we knew we didn't want Skyler running to the police. How does she protect her children? Like any mother would, especially when she thinks it's dawning on her that she's married to a monster.
Yeah.
So, and keep an open mind here. What if we took the kids?
But that's what was so great about playing this episode, because she goes from a place where she is really sort of paralyzed.
Yeah.
And then slowly she moves into a place where she finds a way to do something.
Right.
And then, of course, the scene coming up, is such a, it's
Right.
just, it flips,
Yeah.
turns back and forth between them.
Yeah.
The element, it'd be one thing if she were just scared of him, but she's also scared of him, but she also, like any person would,
It'd be fun.
with a normal sort of moral landscape like Skyler does, she feels guilty too. I mean, she feels complicit in all, in all this criminality, violence. So it's like, she can't just be purely self-righteous.
Right. Which is part of what makes her feel so trapped.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a completely impossible situation.
Yeah. This is a great look here where he's like, mother.
She got me.
So you guys go. I'm going to talk to her.
Let me go deal with it.
All right, here's the biggie.
Here we go.
This is some stellar writing,
This is
first
when
and
the,
foremost, from Mr. Sam Catlin.
Absolutely.
Amazing,
Beautiful.
complicated
Beautifully
stuff.
crafted.
Yeah.
Much discussion.
Cue the ominous music.
And so voila. The kids are
So
out.
this scene, we blocked it at first, and the first way we blocked it was with
right.
Anna just sitting on the bed, not getting up. And it was a very kind of straightforward, just getting more intense, getting tighter in on each of them. And we blocked it, and it worked, and we went through it, and we felt okay about it. We felt good about it. It worked fine. But then Sam, like, as we were walking out to the parking lot at the end of the day, like, we were like, fine, we'll shoot it that way tomorrow. Sam just dropped a little needle in my brain where he's like, it might be a little more dynamic if she got up at some point. And I was like, no, that wouldn't work. And then next morning, I just had realized that Sam was absolutely 100% correct, and so we re-blocked it in the next day with doing this whole thing with him pursuing her around the room, and I think it adds so much to the scene. I think it made it a lot more complicated to shoot, but and And it made it a lot more work, I'm sure,
Promise you.
to perform Anna, just because there were so many more,
Well,
times to ramp
it made
up.
a lot, but it made a lot of sense.
Yeah,
emotionally.
absolutely.
It made a lot of sense.
It really made the
to-
whole thing, tick.
Is that what your pool stunt was about?
because it gave it the dynamic, it sort of the physicality of what we
Him cornering
discovered
her,
with
yeah.
it. Mhm.
And then her fleeing, and then him cornering her again, and her fleeing again, and then finally
And
at
she
the
sort
end.
of
Yeah.
yeah. But there are times when she stands her ground, but then it gets too, he gets too much in her face, and she goes away, and
Yeah.
then it's just I really liked the physicality that we found with
Yeah.
it. It's good.
Yeah.
It's really good.
I don't need to hear any of your bullshit rationales. I'm in it now. I'm compromised, but I won't.
This is also like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde here from Walt, where it's like,
Yeah.
hey, the kid's, what's going on? He's really trying. But now it's like,
Well, he's psychologically just working her here.
yeah. We talked a lot about the scene in The Godfather where,
They take my
where,
kids.
yeah, I think, don't you know that's an impossibility, Kay?
Tell me what happens. They come home to this house, to their parents who love them.
No, I will not.
So again, with the blocking, like
Would
visually,
love to be reasonable, yeah.
visually feeling the corner of that room back there, and feeling that he's pushing
Yeah.
you back.
Yeah. Literally cornering me. Yeah.
That's so, he's threatening her.
That moment right there, felt like such a big turn.
I mean, specifically.
Really kept encouraging Bryan to dig into that more and more. Take a moment, and because that felt like really where he changes.
Mhm.
It's almost like the cards like come out on the table at that point. That okay, let's talk. Let's
Yeah.
Put you in some
get the knives out.
facility while I take care of the kids myself. Is that what you want?
So then maybe I show up with bruises on my neck.
Yeah, and you really encouraged me to go back at him.
Yeah, yeah.
You beat me when you found out about my lover.
I see. So you want to...
And then here, it's like an actual hint of you think he might actually do something physical. I remember us talking about that to get okay, what makes her flee at that point? And there's something about his intensity that gets so scary.
Mm-hmm.
I could send Junior away to school.
Oh, here's the conversation.
Because I know what he's capable of.
Yeah.
No.
And you start folding again.
So much if you would drop everything, leave all your friends behind, and go to boarding school in Arizona. Do you have any other ideas? Because I'm not hearing a solution to your problem. How are you going to save our kids from this terrible environment?
Back in the corner.
What are you going to do? Are you going to run off to France? Are you going to close the curtains, change the locks? This is a joke. Come on, Skyler. You want to take me on? You want to take away my children? What's the plan?
I don't know. This is the best I could come up with, okay? I will count every minute that the kids are away from here, away from you, as a victory. But you're right. It's a bad plan. I don't have any of your magic, Walt. I don't know what to do. I'm a coward. I can't go to the police. I can't stop laundering your money. I can't keep you out of this house. I can't even keep you out of my bed. All I can do is wait. That's it. That's the only good option. Hold on.
We just go.
And wait.
Yeah. No. Yeah, I know you shut us all up.
Sorry.
That was incredible. It was great. And also at the end of, like, as exhausting as all the pool stuff was, for example, I remember at the end of the day shooting that dialogue scene, it was just like we had run a marathon. For you guys, for Anna, for you and Bryan, it was like you guys had run a marathon.
Yeah. Yeah. It took us, but that was the beauty of that scene. It took us all over the map. And it was like a great theater scene.
Yeah.
You know? It allowed us to go everywhere. It took us on such an arc. It was great.
Yeah. That previous little thing, so we shot that slow motion also. We shot, I think, at 48 frames. And again, we used this close focus diopter to get that very shallow focus feel. And then we had messed around with some kind of blood rig to actually show him getting cut.
Yeah.
And it really wasn't working. And that's when we just kind of improvised and said, okay, let's just see the graphically, like the half white in skin. Yeah. See the blood come down.
Look at that.
Jonathan
You tell me
Banks.
what that looks like. If the DA is tracking her barrels,
I was so happy
there
I
goes
got
our
to
precursor connection.
work with
That
Jonathan
stuff,
even for
and
one
I'm telling
scene.
you,
The
these
guy's
days,
such a gentleman.
chances
He's
of
so
getting into
amazing.
a methylamine hookup is rare, man. It's like Bigfoot, like unicorn rare.
And he cracks me up.
Just the two of them together.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God.
Yeah, take it on the road. Why is he having the horse on his?
Yeah.
I think that's funny.
Even by cop standards, this is sloppy. And the other barrels, they have trackers on the outside too?
Clay's such a tough guy. He's just
Right.
sweet.
He's
He's a sweetheart.
He's such a sweet guy.
Yeah.
But he really does. It's like I'm drowning in idiots. Look. It's really, I love it.
The person who spotted this, was it you? Was it
That was a big struggle, too, in terms of breaking this season, too, is we knew we wanted to keep Jonathan Banks on the show.
Yeah.
But after Gus's death,
Just became
how could
obvious.
we keep
yeah.
him hanging around with these two?
Yeah.
And so we spent a lot of time trying to finesse that.
Mm.
Hopefully.
That worked out perfectly.
I mean, we're so thrilled to have him.
Yeah.
If the DEA's not tracking her stuff, that's a good thing, right? I mean, all we got to do is tell her to, cut the crap and keep the methylamine coming.
I was a little nervous that the fly stuff in the background was going to feel like too much of a callback to. But I think it makes sense in the space.
No.
Look, that's our precursor. We need her.
Kid, if we have to ramp down for a while, so be it. It beats working with a lunatic who's gonna get us arrested or killed.
Look, she didn't seem crazy to me,
I love the detail that you give these characters, like with Jonathan's, with Mike's relationship with his granddaughter.
Yeah.
That you have that.
Yeah.
Wait.
It's like he just put his hands on me.
This really was cops,
This
Yeah.
kid just touched
Look
me.
on his face.
Yeah.
Jesse, your misgivings have been duly noted. Now move away from
We put in this little detail coming up here. I forget if Vince left it in, of the loose thread on the hat. It's starting
No,
to
it's
unravel
there.
a little bit. It's still there? Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Mr. White.
Ah, yeah, there it is.
There we go.
It's like, my wife, I'm going to take it out on all you.
Yeah.
She just said to me.
Little Caesar.
We're just getting started.
Hello, Heisenberg.
Nothing stops this train.
Train, huh? Elbow, train.
We went back and forth about whether or not we were going to use the train reference. But
It's
then we
great
figured,
because it's,
why not?
no one's going to know.
Yeah.
Say I liked her idea. It's pretty.
I was surprised at first because Vince picked out the watch that Jesse gives Walt.
Yeah.
And it's this beautiful watch, but I think at first, we were looking more at kind of more straightforward
classic.
luxury,
Yeah.
watches.
Left a receipt in
But I think Vince
Beautiful watch.
It is gorgeous, yeah. And I think Vince had mentioned that he liked that the blue on the front kind of echoed the blue
Yeah.
meth, and
Yeah.
it is
I love that. Walt gets all this crap from his family, and Jesse goes out and buys him a $3,000 watch.
yeah.
I just love the Area 51 mug here.
Yeah.
Well, there's another one where it's
I know,
Sam.
I'm
Yeah.
using one of his presents as an ashtray.
Yeah.
Well.
This was another one where we were adjusting by millimeters.
Yeah.
The mug.
Yeah.
Very insistently.
And we did shoot coverage for
He's in
this,
such
actually.
denial.
Yeah.
We did. We shot from
We
the
shot
other one.
close-ups.
Yeah.
We
I'm
shot
glad.
reverse, but when we got in there, it was actually Kelly Dixon, the editor, who did this. She's a fantastic editor. She was just like,
Yeah.
let's stick with
Kelly's
this all the
great.
way.
There's going to be some more money coming in soon. Is that okay?
I also like that Ratatouille gets a shout out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great movie.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
All right.
I've forgiven you, and now she's gonna just fire up another. Got a carton on the table next to her. I like that she's trying to hurry up his lung cancer. Just
blowing it in his face.
Yeah.
Breathe it in, buddy.
Cancer boy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I want to show you something.
And great work by Michael Slovis here.
Yeah, with the lighting down.
There's a lot going on.
We went back and forth, Bryan and I, because he says the person who gave me this watch pointed a gun at my head. I think he says right here. I think he points to his own head. Right there. But the other option we were going to do is he points right at the floor by his feet, because this is where Jesse stood when he pointed the gun at him. But I think we worried that would
require too much
Skyler.
Yeah, too much explanation.
You know, like he was stood right here in this house and pointed a gun at my head. Yeah, we never.
And a gun, ladies and gentlemen. Cool. Badass.
Yeah. Looking very sort of 40s movie star.
Yeah. So this, we kind of, I remember Sam, you and I, we kind of spitballed, like, because we didn't really have a visual end for it, and so we kind of came up with this together, and we used this incredible lens. It was actually I think it's more a piece of like lab equipment that's been altered. This magnifier lens to actually get up that close on the second hand, and then
cool.
And then again, Kelly, the editor, added in the very subtle sound of a gun cocking at the end of the last tick, and that was her her idea.
That's great.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for listening.
Well done.
Hooray for us.